Welcome to another interview in our series with Portico and Bridge, premium international immigration experts. My name is Rafik Boustin, co-founder and CEO. Today it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Charles Mizzi, CEO of Residency Malta Agency, a man I greatly admire for his vision, calm disposition, and an analytical thought. Maybe I'll say a few words about your distinguished career, Mr. Mizzi. Although being of young age, you have built an illustrious career. Starting his career, Mr. Mizzi started in a serious senior marketing position with Malta's leading bank, then moving on to Banif Bank, which is another major player in the Maltese banking industry. In 2015, Mr. Mizzi was appointed media coordinator of CHOGM 2015, which is the meeting of Commonwealth Head of States, and was the last state visit of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II that she did outside the United Kingdom. Then, Mr. Mizzi was appointed Executive Director Media for yet another extremely important international event, being the Maltese presidency of the Council of European Union in 2017. After which, he moved to the post of Chief Officer Communications and Business Development of the then IIP program, and in 2019 he took over the post of CEO at Residency Malta, spearheading the change from the Malta Residency and Visa Program to the new Malta Permanent Residency Program. Without further ado, hi Charles, thank you very much for accepting our interview. The first question that immediately springs to my mind: your career spans 24 years in business development and marketing, high-profile international events. Which was the proudest moment in your career to date?
First of all, thank you, Trevor. Thank you for this opportunity. The pleasure is all mine. As you know, we're quite open in our agencies. We try to assist agents as much as possible because we believe that this is the way forward, and this is the right method in order to keep Malta on the map. Yes, I've been in the industry for quite some time now. I started in the banking industry. Mostly I worked in marketing. Then eventually I had the opportunity to work during the CHOGM and the Maltese presidency for the Council of the EU. Obviously, all these opportunities gave me widened and deepened my knowledge. It gave me the opportunity to meet a lot of people, to create a lot of contacts, and given the standard of both the events and even the banking sector, this helped me a lot to give a lot of priority to reputation and ethics in our industry. And obviously this came very handy when I was given the opportunity to join a Malta Residency Visa Agency. I believe our industry I think it's very important that our industry gives a lot of importance to ethics and reputation. We need to maintain high standard in the industry for the sake of the industry and the sake of the applicants per se. If you ask me which was the project which was most dear to me, I have to say it was probably the presidency of the Council of the EU. It was the first time that Malta held the presidency. This is an opportunity that comes once in every 13 years, so I think I was privileged to be given that opportunity. But I have to admit that I'm loving the migration industry. It's very, very challenging. Things change every day. All days are different with different challenges, and obviously the situation we are in now is very, very challenging.
A challenge in itself.
A challenge in itself, and but I think the future is well.
Definitely. Talking about the migration industry, in March 2020, the Malta residency program was revamped. To the better, in my opinion. Having worked in this industry now for 13 years, I believe it was a major step forward. You are the father of the new Malta permanent residency program. What motivated you to take such a bold step?
I believe, like every product, at some point in its life cycle, it needs to be rethought. We did deep analysis of the previous program, the MRVP. It was a highly successful program. It was very popular, but during the latter part of the program, we are having a lot of discussions with agents. We're hearing their feedback, and sort of it was evident that it was time that we did we created a new program. So what we did was we took all the suggestions on board, our experience, because obviously we have been working and administering the MRVP for the last 5 years, and there were challenges that needed to be addressed. So we put everything in we took everything into perspective, and eventually designed a new program, which we believe that offers more value for money, to our applicants, and we believe that we have a stronger proposition at this point in time.
I can't agree with you more, totally. Earlier this month, IMI Daily published statistics for the Malta residency programs, I'm saying in general, both programs, from 2016, and the number of main applicants amount to a staggering, in my opinion, 2,273, with 5,303 dependents, making it one of the most successful residency programs in Europe. Why do clients choose Malta as the preferred RBI destination?
I believe that Malta is popular primarily for one point, which is the fact that the Maltese program is family oriented. From the feedback we receive from discussions we have with clients, with prospective clients, it is evident that they choose Malta for family reasons.
Correct.
In fact, the most questions we are asked about are the education sector and the healthcare. Because most of the applicants choose Malta to give better opportunities to their family, better future to their children, and they want to have the peace of mind and know that if they come to Malta, they bring their family with them, their children will receive a very good education. And in Malta, we are blessed to have very good public and private schools. The second point they ask about is the healthcare system. Malta is one of the top healthcare systems. It's ranked among the top 5 in the world. So this gives them peace of mind as well. Another factor which is important is the language, because obviously it's easier to communicate in Malta probably than other countries. In fact, I've heard a story recently where someone they relocated to another country, they needed healthcare assistance, they needed to go to the hospital, but they couldn't communicate with the people there, so it was very difficult for them. In Malta, this issue does not exist because most of the locals speak in English. We have a large expat community, so they make themselves, they feel at home mostly. Obviously, and then there is the climate, the fact that we have 300 days of sunshine, business opportunities. So I think there are a lot of factors which attract people to our island.
Obviously, as another Maltese national, I cannot but agree with you totally. And I would possibly maybe add our lifestyle.
Yes.
It's we have that certain panache in the way we live. It's like this mix between the British way of doing business, but the Italian way of living. We've mixed it nicely. My last question. I know you're extremely busy. COVID has brought along great challenges to the residency by investment industry. Why has Malta weathered the storm so gracefully?
I think it's thanks to the health authorities, thanks to the healthcare system. I think all in all, we went through this period quite smoothly, I would say. Obviously, they were challenging. We had to do some sacrifices, but overall, I think we continued to live our normal life. Government offered a lot of support to businesses as well during this period, which was very, very challenging, and is continuing to do so. And partly it's also because of these programs, because of the investment we brought in. We helped government to provide funds through this program, the citizenship program, and this helped to weather the storm. From our side, I think we were one of the few, if not the only one, the only jurisdiction, the only agency which continued working during COVID. We never stopped. We continued to provide a service to the agents, the applicants. We continued to process applications, approve applications, and above all, we rebranded. We launched a new agency. We launched a new program, and we also launched another residency program, which is the Nomad Residence Permit. So although COVID was very challenging, it was tough to work during that period. I think it served us well. We managed to turn this into an opportunity, and it helped us to change our image, strengthen our brand, and eventually diversify even our portfolio.
Mr. Mitzi, thank you very much for finding the time in your busy schedule to talk to us this morning. For our viewers, stay tuned for more. In our series, we will talk more about Maltese residency, but we'll also talk about other opportunities such as CB5, Australia 188A, 188B. Till we meet next time, stay tuned.